Well, thanks so much for joining us for our group session. Like I said, this is our first Zoom version of this, so we're looking forward to seeing how it goes for everyone. Hopefully, it's a more convenient option for people to join in. We do these group sessions for our clients, our current members, because we're about building a community of health and wellness. And you doing these group sessions, having everyone join in helps to build up that community. And today is Valentine's Day. We chose this special topic specifically for Valentine's Day, because we love and appreciate you guys. And it's going to be all about the breath. So there's a saying that you can change your life by changing your breath. And that's why we're calling this seminar, Take a Deep Breath, Love Yourself. I'm going to share with you today a breath work called belly breathing that it can be absolutely life-changing. So let's see what we're going to talk about today. So what we will cover is, why it works, what the benefits are, how to do it, when to use it, and then we'll do a nice guided 10-minute meditation at the end. So the why. When we do breath work, when we're doing deep breathing, it is an absolute direct link to our nervous system. So it can completely shift our state. So what this breath will do is going to help shift you from the fight or flight mode to rest and digest mode. So what that means is it shifts us out of what is called the sympathetic nervous system. That's fight or flight. When we go into the sympathetic nervous system, so in moments of stress, that gets triggered, that state of the nervous system starts, and our cortisol levels rise, our adrenaline goes, and our heart rate increases. The reason why it does that is it sets us up to fight or flight, right? So for the most part in our life, we don't need to really fight or fight. We're not being chased by dinosaurs, or we don't need to fight for our food. So, but unfortunately, a lot of times in our life, we are in that constant state of stress. And as we talk about the importance of keeping our stress down in all our programs here at Prerna Health, how important it is to keep that stress down and to come out of that state. The beauty of the breath is it shifts us into what's called rest and digest mode, which is the parasympathetic nervous system. So this is where our nervous system calms down, and it's an instant shift. And I'm going to talk more about that in a moment and what that looks like. So it's something you can do anytime, anywhere to shift that. It's not meant for us to be in that constant state of stress all the time. And for a lot of us, just because of life, we're in that constant state. So by using this breath regularly in our life, it helps us shift out of that, and it just creates more balance in our life. Another benefit is when you deep breathe, it will reduce your cortisol, your stress hormone, cortisol stress hormone. So it reduces that. And I know you guys are probably familiar with hearing about cortisol in our programs and how important it is to manage that. And it will instantly, while you're doing this breath, reduce cortisol. So if a lot of you are feeling like that's something you need to work on, this is a beautiful tool for you to use in order to do that, to manage your cortisol levels. So the benefits are, like I said, it's immediate stress relief. You immediately feel calmer instantly. It improves focus and clarity. So for those of you who have brain fog, you're not feeling real clear. Focusing on this breath helps to bring clarity and focus. Better sleep and relaxation. So if you're struggling with sleep, if you focus on this breath throughout the day and even do it before you go to bed, it shifts us into parasympathetic nervous system, right? So that's rest and digest, is your body preparing for rest. So it'll instantly shift you into getting ready for sleep. It's going to improve your mood. And the beauty of it is you can do it anytime, anywhere. It's all you have to do is use your nose. That's it. And no matter where you're at, what you're doing, you can use it. So we're going to talk about how to do it, and then I'll just give you a little bit more information of when to do it. So if you're driving in a car or something, I highly recommend that you maybe wait to maybe watch the recording to go through this. You want to be in a safe place where you can just sit and focus on this for right now. So the first thing to focus on is you want to find a seated position where you can sit up tall. So no matter when you do belly breathing, so right now we're going to do it intentionally, sitting, very focused, learning how to do it. But when you're doing it anytime, anywhere, What you want to watch for is you don't want to be slouching, right? Because a lot of us are on our phones like this, we're on our computers like this, we're walking like this, anterior head shift, rolled shoulders. So for better breathing, it's sitting tall and shoulders are back and down. And this is actually going to be good for you to focus on regularly anyway, because being like this causes back pain. So no matter what, if you start focusing more on this, you're going to help back pain too. So that's a side note. So when you're doing the breath, so right now where you're sitting, just sit up tall, shoulders back and down, and you try to get your head in line. Make sure you aren't anterior shifting. You can just bring your chin down, forehead back. And we're going to place one hand on our chest and one hand on our belly. So you kind of want the hand on your belly to be like on your belly button. Before we do anything, we're just going to notice where we're breathing right now. So notice the movement of your hands. Is it more in the belly? Is it more in the chest? So I'm going to talk a little bit as you're observing this of the difference. Most of us breathe up here in our chest, the shallow, ragged breath. When we breathe up here, it signals sympathetic nervous system. What you'll notice is you're using your neck and shoulders to breathe. And this is exaggerated, but and you might be subtly doing it. Okay. So that's going to signal sympathetic nervous system, fight or flight, stress. Okay. When we breathe into our belly, when we bring our breath down into our belly, it signals parasympathetic nervous system. We have relaxation receptors right around our diaphragm. So when we're breathing in our belly, we activate those receptors, which signal our nervous system and signals our body to calm down. Okay, so I always say stress when we breathe here, stress when we breathe in our belly. I mean, a peace when we breathe in our belly, stress, and then peace in our belly. So right now, while we're here, you've kind of observed where you're breathing, and it's just an observation. It's not bad or wrong or good or bad. It's just how you're breathing right now. We're going to shift now into our belly. So inhale deeply through your nose. Just slowly breathe in through your nose, but feel the hand on your belly move away. You're going to expand your belly while keeping your chest still. So feel that expansion of your belly, keeping your chest still. And then as you exhale, the hand on your belly, you want to feel it coming towards your spine. You want to feel it coming towards your body, right? So as you inhale, the hand on the bottom, on the belly, moves out, while the hand on the top is more or less still. You might feel a little bit of breath come into your chest, just a little bit, but we're not feeling it in our clavicle and our shoulders. Everything is still here. And just focus on this and just focus on this belly breathing. I'm going to talk a little bit about it while you're focusing on it. So another way you can think about this kind of helps the visual people, is imagine your belly like a balloon. So as you breathe in through the nose, you're bringing in the air and you're expanding and blowing up your belly like a balloon. And as you exhale, you're slowly deflating that balloon. And just watch that you're not breathing like that. See how it's coming in my shoulders? It should be so subtle. I'm doing my belly breath and you don't even know I'm doing it. Okay, so just kind of watch for that. And for a lot of people, this can be a little difficult to get used to because we're so used to breathing here. So trying to breathe in the belly becomes, it can be a little difficult, but the more you practice it, the easier it'll get. So let's sit here for about a minute or so and just really focus on the belly breath. So just inhaling into the belly, feeling the expansion, keeping the chest still. Exhale, bringing the belly button towards your spine. Just feeling that bottom hand is the hand that's moving. And as you expand into the belly, you should be feeling it around the base of the ribs. We're activating those relaxation receptors. And as you exhale, pulling the belly button in. And we'll just do this for about 30 more seconds. Now you can bring your hands back to your laps. Just take a moment to notice how you feel. And feel free to unmute yourself if you'd like to. If you have a question, you want to share something, feel free to do that if you have any questions about this so far. Is everyone good? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, yes. Okay, great. So let's move on to when to use it. So first, of course, during moments of stress or overwhelm, you're having that moment, you can feel the adrenaline going, you can feel your heart racing, you're feeling stressed. That's always that signal to just focus on the belly breath. So, like I said, no one's going to know you're doing it, right? Because when you're doing it right and you're not breathing into your upper part of the body here, people aren't going to know you're doing it. So no matter where you're at, where you're doing, maybe, you're going to the dentist and you're feeling stressed, or, you're at work and things are becoming overwhelming and you're feeling stressed, you can just sit and do this breath. You can stand and do this breath. You can continue doing it with whatever you're doing. You can do this breath anytime. It's great to do it when you feel anxious. So if you have anxiety and you're feeling like your thoughts are overwhelming you, when you have those racing thoughts and you just can't stop them and you're anxious, focusing on this breath will help shift you out of that fight or flight, and it will help relieve your anxiety and it'll help calm those thoughts down, because when we go into the parasympathetic nervous system, it helps to calm the mind down because it's linked, right? The nervous system is linked to the brain, so it's going to help calm all of that down while you're having a stressful conversation with someone, right? You're having an argument with someone, you're having an uncomfortable conversation with them. You can feel everything rising. You're ready to say things that you probably shouldn't be saying. It's a good signal to just breathe, right? And it'll help you respond better to the situation as well. Because when we respond with stress, we're going to fight, right? Because we're in fight or flight. So it shifts us out of that fight mode, calms us down, and we actually respond better. So remember, I said you can change your life by changing your breath. We actually respond better to things when we calm it all down. It's wonderful to do before you go to sleep. So just like I've said, it activates parasympathetic nervous system, rest and digest. So you're getting ready to go to sleep. You're shifting the gear down for sleep. You're preparing instead of going to bed stressed and revved up and having trouble falling asleep and having those racing thoughts. You're going to shift yourself into sleep mode, right? It's just basically like putting on sleep mode for you. For those of you who wake up in the middle of the night and can't fall back asleep, that 3 a.m. wake up and your mind just goes and you can't fall back asleep. Dr. Patil has said that's cortisol, right? So a great way to kind of balance that out is in the middle of the night, do your belly breath. And in our guided meditation today, you're going to learn how to kind of do a counting breath, which is really great to do in the middle of the night. Like counting sheep, you're going to count your breath, and it really does instantly. I have people say all the time they fall asleep like while they're doing it. They just go instant back to sleep. In the car, dealing with the crazy traffic, you're feeling that stress rising and that road rage. In the grocery store line, it's taking a long time. You're feeling the stress go up. In a meeting, also, just to kind of set aside, you can do belly breath anytime, but it's a wonderful technique to use as a meditation every single day. So, what I recommend is at least a 5-minute meditation daily for this. All of us can find 5 minutes in our day to just set aside. And what I recommend is do it during a time that is easy to comply to and easy for you to show up for. So, for example, maybe it's like you have your morning tea or something, and then when you finish your tea, you do a 5-minute meditation. Sorry, guys. Hold on a second here. Let me sure. Okay, sorry about that. So what you can do is just put a timer on for 5 minutes and just sit and belly breathing. You only need to do 5 minutes. It's what's called the minimum effective dose to get the most benefit. So what that means is what's the minimum amount of time you need to invest in something to get the most benefit that you can. So 5 minutes is that minimum effective dose for meditation. 20 minutes, 30 minutes are great, but no one really has time for that and no one's going to comply to that for the most part daily. So at least a 5-minute meditation daily can have a huge benefit. So I've been teaching this for over 12 years and I have people who still do a regular 5-minute meditation and they said it's completely changed their life. They sleep better. They have less anxiety. They're less reactive in their life. They just feel better overall. It has a huge impact. So I recommend, if all of this is resonating for you, at least do 5-minute meditation daily and then do belly breathing throughout the day whenever you need to. Okay. So you could do it anytime, anywhere. This is one of those things with the things that we do for our health and wellness, there is zero excuse, right? Because usually the excuse is I don't have time, right? There's no reason you can't say I don't have time to do belly breathing because you can do it anywhere, right? You do it while you're driving, you can do it while you're doing it right now, listening to me, you can do it anytime. So there's zero excuse. This is something you can use to help reduce your stress anytime. Okay. So any questions here about it? Nope. Okay, so we're ready for our 10-minute guided meditation. So what I recommend again is sit up. Now, you're welcome to do, your belly breathing, like I said, lying down is also good, when you're going to sleep. So if you're meditating, you can do things lying down as long as you're not going to fall asleep. You do want to stay in an alert mind when you meditate. So that's why I usually recommend to sit. So if you're sitting in a chair right now, just go ahead and just sit up tall. And you can close your eyes to just bring awareness inward. So first, just notice your body. Just let your mind settle into your body. We're going to come out of being mindful 2 words to mindful 1 word, where we bring our mind into the moment. So feel yourself sitting up tall. Your shoulders are down. Your chest is up. Feel your feet on the ground. Seat beneath you. Just have your hands on your lap or to the sides and just feel whatever your hands are touching. Just notice the textures and the sensations. Now begin to notice your current breath without changing it. Just observe it. Feel the sensation of the air as it enters your nostrils. The sensation as it exits, as you feel the warmth of the breath as it exits your nose. As you inhale, where is the rise coming from the belly or the chest? And it's all good. Just keep doing, just observe it. Just noticing your current breath first. And now we'll begin just slowly breathing in through your nose. So just slowly breathe in through your nose, feeling the sensation, just taking your time, taking a breath in. Again, just noticing the movement in your body. And then slowly breathing out, just slowing down your breath. And again, let your mind completely rest on your breath. Feel the sensation as the air comes into the nostrils, the body moving with it. And the sensation as the breath exits the body. Now continue this deep breath in and out through your nose, but now bring it into your belly. If you want, you can put your hand on your belly again just to kind of feel it. You don't have to though. And as you inhale, feel your belly expand, like blowing up a balloon. Feel those receptors activated around the base of your diaphragm, at the base of your ribs. And as you exhale, pull your belly button in, slowly breathing in. And just try to slow your breath down as much as you can. Just a deep breath in, keeping your shoulders still. Trying your best to get the breath all the way down into the belly. As thoughts come up, and they are going to, there's a misconception with meditation that thoughts will instantly stop. They're going to keep coming like they always do. The key is not to get pulled in to the vortex. Just notice your thinking. Imagine it, the thought in a balloon or a bubble, and just let it float away and just come back to consciously breathing. It's really letting your mind settle upon your breath. Now we're going to continue belly breathing, but I'm going to count your breath for you. So keep belly breathing right now, and you'll continue your belly breath as you inhale, expanding your belly, and as you exhale, pulling your belly button to your spine as I count your breath. We're going to inhale for 4 counts, pause. Exhale for 6 counts and pause. So let's all just take a breath in, and then a breath out, and then inhale into the belly. 1, 2, 3, 4, pause. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, pause. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, pause. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, pause. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now let your breath settle into its own rhythm. And just notice if you naturally belly breathe now with just your natural breath. So just settle and sit in silence, observing that. Now take a moment to observe how you feel. Do you feel calmer, more relaxed, more centered, or not? It's all good. No matter what, you have shifted your state in a subtle way. Sometimes it can be dramatic. Just notice how you feel. Feel your feet on the ground. Again, bringing the awareness to your body and the chair. Just feel yourself here in this moment. And then when you're ready, open your eyes. So feel free to unmute if you'd like. Let us know how you feel. If you want.
I feel very calm.
Yes.
Like I felt I did not want to come out of that state.
Yes. Good. Yay. Awesome. And I see Shelley nodding. Yes. Good.
I felt pretty good as well. Relax.
Good. Yay. It's that instant shift of your state. Any questions or anybody else want to share something? Okay. So just a few things regarding the meditation that we just did. Yes, did you want to say something, Tina?
Oh, it was lovely.
Oh, thank you.
Yes,
I'm very happy to hear that. Thank you.
I went and laid on the floor and did it. It was lovely.
Okay, good, good, awesome. Glad you were here. So when we were doing the counting breath and we did our exhale for longer than our inhale, that increases your relaxation response. When we have longer exhales than our inhales, it increases what we're trying to do. So if you had trouble keeping up with the breath, maybe it was too long for you, you can do your own cadence, right? So maybe you breathe in for 3 and exhale for 5. So whatever works for you. But that meditation is a really good one to do for your 5-minute meditation. It's a good one to do before you go to bed and doing that counting. You'll probably fall asleep in the middle of it and doing it. Um, and I believe that is it. Thank you so much for being here. If anybody has any last things you want to say, feel free to unmute. If not, we'll just close the meeting.
Thank you. That was
You're
good.
welcome. Thank you, Shelley. Thanks.
Thank you,
Take care.
Karen.
Thank you. Thanks for being here, everyone.
Thank you, Karen. I'm working, so I'm sorry. I'm limited right
That's
now.
okay. No worries. Glad you were here, Teresa. Awesome. All
Thank
right.
you, everyone.
Okay. Bye.
Yeah.
Have a good day. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Thanks.